and welcome on back to Baseless Claims, our casual conversational comedy podcast. My name is Tay, God's sweepiest soldier.
And I'm your host, Tori Thompson.
My name is Tyler, the mentalist, Matheson.
Okay.
So, when you say that, do you mean
I'm talking about the CBS show that ran from 2009 to 2014, The Mentalist, which aired almost in the primetime slot, but not quite. It was at the 6 to 7 slot.
Yeah,
well, primetime is the 7 to 8 slot.
Why'd you bring it up, bud?
I'm just thinking, maybe we should all go watch The Mentalist, available on CBS Now. You see, if we all subscribe to CBS Now and watch The Mentalist, we can catch up on all of the episodes they ever aired and talk about it.
You know how much like pulling teeth it is for me to get me to watch fucking anything.
Hey,
so
Tay,
what makes you think I'm going to watch this?
Tay, listen to me. There's two roads we could take right now. There's the road we could take where you keep asking him questions about this, which we don't want to talk about. And the second thing we could do is we could talk about what you wanted to talk about. And I think that maybe we should just like diverge down that road.
We can definitely do that. We don't need to keep talking about it. But I just want everyone to know that you can go sign up for a 7-day free trial for CBS Now and you can physically get every single episode of The Mentalist broadcasted from your TV straight into your brain in those 7 days free trial time if you just don't sleep for 2 of those days.
So Tay, what did you have?
So I've been really sleepy lately, boys. I don't know what's happening. It might be a change in the weather, might be seasonal depression coming in. Who fucking knows? But I need ways to stay awake during the workday because I get very sleepy. What ways have you found that keep you awake? I've already discussed in previous episodes that breath mints and gum seem to do the trick.
That's a really rough one for your gut.
Yeah. I don't want to be constantly slinging back icebreakers. That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, the better alternative is slinging back monsters. That's way better for your gut and better for your overall mental health as well. You see, if you just crush about 4 cans of Monster Energy in a 20-minute time period, you're going to be good the rest of the day.
I do see a lot of e-girls and trans feminine people online drinking the white can
of Monster.
And I would assume that that's just like healthy at this point with the amount of people that drink that shit.
It's funny you say that because like scientists got together and decided that girls don't need to drink water. Girls actually can just survive off of zero sugar energy drinks.
I didn't know. Can you link me that study after we're done with the podcast? I'd love to read it.
Yeah, it's a bunk ass article, and it wasn't really like posted anywhere of reputation, perhaps. It was just kind of like copy pasted into a Discord server. So like,
and then that message was screenshotted and put on like r/trans.
Shit. Trans allies.
Yeah.
If you want to be a trans ally, go buy a trans person a white can of Monster.
It's a genius marketing move.
It really is, honestly.
I love the idea of if just on the can it says like, if you don't buy this, you're transphobic.
It's like really aggressive. Which is weird because you think that the classic Monster is probably swinging for the exact opposite demo.
It is.
Yeah, really, honestly, it is.
Like
it's the sugar.
An original Monster goes with a Punisher sticker.
Yeah.
The way that a white can goes with an e-girl.
Yeah. If you showed me like a clip out of a picture and it was like a bumper sticker of a Monster Energy logo and asked me like, complete the picture, I'd say that's on the back of a fucking Dodge Ram and there's a Punisher sticker right fucking next to it.
But then they pull the bait and switch on you and go, this is actually an e-girl's car. And there's a bunch of anime stickers and shit on it.
Only if the Monster Energy logo is the purple color, though. Then I would know that's the girl one. Like the regular can of Monster says like, if you don't buy this fucking can of Monster, you hate cops. And the fucking white can with the purple logo says you're transphobic if you don't buy this.
Yeah. Fuck. Well, good on Monster for hitting both demographics, right?
How small of an office do you work in? Like, could you just stand up and start doing jumping jacks and like push-ups?
Yes, I could. I could do that. It would be a lot less awkward from when I worked in a cubicle. I have my own office now. I can just like close the door and be like, I'm taking a call. It'll be like 10 minutes. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm. And then you just get up and start doing the pacer test. It'll wake you up.
I have the same exact question as Tori did, but on a maybe grander scale. Just how big is that office? Can you fit a P90X in there?
P90X isn't a machine.
It's a pretty small. It's actually just a DVD that you or a VCR, a videotape that you pop in.
Are you thinking of the bowflex?
I'm thinking of the bowflex.
Yeah, he is.
I'm certainly thinking of the bowflex. No, I'm not. I'm totally thinking of if you just bought every copy of a P90X, could you fit it in the office?
Yeah,
sure.
just stack them up. There's only one video, so it's just gonna be a lot of repeats. But
wait, is there only one video? I thought there were like 4. I don't care. What am I talking about? No, like P90X would be a thing I could do in that office.
You could
though.
do the P90X videos in the office.
Because
with a full bowflex machine.
No, without the bowflex. Okay. I know that there are several P90X videos that like are all like, you don't need weights to be fit. Check it out. Do these crazy fucking workout things in your living room.
All you need is 10 minutes a day and one less Oreo, tub. Let's go.
oh, you're talking about the P90X ab ripper. You're talking about their ab ripper program.
Ab ripper and cardio, if I remember correctly.
I think you should just put a whole goddamn gym in there. Like, yeah, sure, you can have the P90X. But yeah, you know what? Bring in the bowflex. Hang a punching bag, you know?
But wouldn't that make me even more sleepy? Because I would be getting like a full-ass workout.
Yeah, but that might make you tired, but it also is like it's going to boost so much of your mental health and you're going to feel rejuvenated. You've got more energy than ever.
Also, having a punching bag in my office, probably not good optics, right?
No, it's good optics because then it's like, oh, she works hard. Like she's grinding so fucking hard that she needs to de-stress at work because of how hard she's grinding.
How do I make the switch from Red Bull to Monster? Is there a process?
Just stop being transphobic.
Okay. Do I have to do the dog food thing where you like mix 25% of it and then 50% of it?
Oh, that is a fucking cursed image with energy drinks. Having your own fucking alchemical lab because I'll get my tummy hurt if I switch over too fast.
No, here's what you got to do. You got to take the Red Bull and like, or the Monster, whatever you choose, and you got to make it a little bit healthier than just going straight energy drink. So what you got to do is you got to have yourself a little Monster bomb. You know, you pour half the can out into like a little. You know, you pour like a decent shot glass of that Monster and drop it right into a big old tall glass of milk and down that puppy. Oh, now you're getting healthy fats. You're getting calcium, vitamin D.
I do drink iced coffee in the morning. Do you think Monster, coffee, milk, and maple syrup sounds like a good mix?
It doesn't matter if it tastes good.
Kinda.
No, it does. Here's the answer. No, it doesn't. You gotta want it.
I can kind of grin and bear it, but it's got to have at least something to it, you know? I'm sorry. My mic arm is literally falling off my desk at this moment in time. So continue the podcast. Just like, you know, forget I'm here. You know, you guys do it often enough. So
thank God. Tyler, what did you have? Let's get back to the mentalist.
Now, like I said, if you all log on to CBS Now, create your free account for 7 days, you can watch all of the mental.
You know what I love about this question, Tay, is that you're like, I'm so sleepy at work. Like, do I need to drink more energy drinks? And the last question you're going to try and like solve is like, well, maybe I shouldn't go to bed at 2 in the morning.
Well, I don't go to 2 in the morning bed.
Wow. I don't go 2 in my bed.
That didn't put up a good argument for you.
I sure fucking didn't. No, but I actually go to bed at like decent times now, like 10,
1 a.m.
Yeah.
So we like the gym idea. We like the energy drink idea. However, what if we're doing a non-caffeinated way? I did find an article here that just like how to wake up at work. Number 1, go outside. I'm at work. I don't know.
I do have the capability to step outside, though.
Okay. Not everyone has that luxury, though. Correct. So that's kind of a weird.
I work in a very weird bougie opener. Candy factory.
Yeah, go for a little walk. That's going to be a good one.
Yeah, but like if you work like at fucking H&M, you can't just say like I'm gonna go outside. They'd be like, the fuck you are. Get back to stocking those fucking shelves.
Or if you can, it's gonna be like, okay, well you got 15 minutes, and I know you're not gonna be able to walk and eat that burrito, so I guess you're not having lunch then.
God, working in corporate America is a fucking nightmare.
This one says get physical.
Yep.
With a coworker?
I don't know. I refuse to read the paragraph underneath it. I think maybe it's advocating that you just...
Diane, I'm so tired. Come fuck me.
Just a Slack message. Bloop,
bloop. Just say you up, JK, unless.
Yeah, with the eyeball
You
emojis.
on break, JK, unless.
Everyone sets their Slack status to horny. It's like the emoji with the like that's like shh-ing.
Yeah.
Devious little shh.
People who are doing it, it's like the eggplant.
If they have Outlook, they have like a busy section on their fucking calendar and an out of office.
Ugh, you shouldn't be using Outlook. Get Slack. What the fuck?
Look, some of us work in boomer infested offices that don't know anything else.
Another one it offers is number 4, just chill. What?
Great advice.
That will put me to bed.
That would literally be terrible. That's like the opposite. Like the second you start like, I'm just going to chill. You're out. You're fucking on your desk like.
Yeah.
That also sounds like advice that you give to anyone who has anxiety and they're just like, why don't you just chill?
Yeah,
have you thought about trying?
Just chill out a little bit.
I think that cured you just now.
This is an article specifically for I just want to say, this article specifically says 12 non-caffeinated ways to wake up at work. Okay, it specifies at work. Number 6, pump some adrenaline. Nothing like a good fright to keep you alert and attentive. Watch a horror movie.
Yes. This is a powerful, powerful idea. Tay, hire me. I will be your personal scarer. I'll be your... Who's the guy who hosted Scare Tactics?
I don't fucking know.
I've never heard of... H. John Benjamin.
Nope. Wasn't a white guy. Tell you that. Tracy Morgan.
Sure.
There. My full-time job will be pranking you awake.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, let's set this up.
Yeah.
Tay, what are you doing at around like 1 p.m.? Are you at your computer, at your desk? Are you mobile? Do you have a laptop, different workstation? Where are you at? What's your day look like at 1 p.m.?
At 1 p.m., I'm trying to get some packages out the door.
Did I get you?
What the? Did you just bark at me?
Did it scare you?
I think that was harassment.
Yeah.
I just started the job. It's my first day. Give me a break.
I think you just called me a slur really fast and really loud.
It was like catcalling.
All right, fine. Fucking continue. I'll work on new scare tactics. Jesus Christ. You guys
okay, so here I am in the sample room putting things in boxes and taping them up and getting ready to put them on the thing.
How are you best? She's got her back turned. She's packing boxes at 1 p.m. How are you best going to make sure that this menial task is enough to you do something enough to like jolt her awake, give her a good fright, a good scare.
Hello?
Hello. This is Dr. Finnegan. Is this Tay Adams?
Yes, this is Tay.
Well, Tay, I've got some frightening news for you, and it's your mother has been in a terrible car accident, and she lost her arms and her legs, and now she's just a dumb torso. You need to get here immediately.
my God, that's horrible. Do you know what hospital she's at?
She's not. She was out.
Say it's pretty scary, huh? Say it's pretty scary, huh?
It's pretty scary, huh?
Yeah, it's fucking terrifying that you won't tell me where my mother is.
Well, we don't know. She started rolling away. This isn't funny.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Scary,
It's very scary.
This is very scary.
Yes. Is there a search team, or where did this happen?
On the road. And then she got struck, and then she got airlifted, and then we dropped her a little bit out of the helicopter, but we caught her again because our stunt pilots are really good. Did I say stunt pilots? I meant emergency pilots.
Hey, but sell up how scary this is. Ask, are you scared right now?
Are you boo? Are you scared right now?
No, not like that. Not like
I'm fucking horrified.
You have to boo again. You're a doctor. You're just asking.
Well, you should be, because you're on scare tactics. Tay, it's me. It's Tori.
Tori, did you not think I could tell who this was based on your voice? Bozo, get better. L+ ratio.
Also, you're right behind me. I can hear you. I can hear you right behind me, behind the boxes.
The scariest part of that is that Tay just said L+ ratio in real life.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
That was truly the scariest part.
Yeah,
Cringe.
I'm
cringe. You just did cringe on a podcast.
I know. I'm chronically online. What do you fucking expect from me? A trans woman who spends all of her time on Twitter.
Better. That's what I expect. Tyler, do you think it'd be scary if I swatted Tay?
Don't swat me, you fucking freak.
Well, we're trying to do this while she's at work, we're trying to make this,
swat me at work? Holy shit.
Yep.
Okay, Tori, yes. I don't know if you should be in charge of the whole scare tactic.
What? Okay, yeah. Too big?
Way too big. You've simultaneously done too big and too small, and then the other one was you were pretending to be a doctor and said we lost your mom.
we dropped her dumb torso out of an airplane. That is what you said.
Hey, but they caught her. The stunt pilots were really good.
Yeah. That's a scary. Okay, whatever. You guys don't get it. I'm an Artur.
Hey, number 12 on this list of 12 ways to wake up at work is call your mom.
Oh.
It just says call your mom.
I'd love to call Tay's mom.
I bet you would, you fucking freak.
That article sucked. I think the best way is watching The Mentalist on CBS Now.
Stop. Are you paid?
Entertainment for your whole family, and I need
share your ad revenue.
I need at least 25 people to sign up for a CBS Now account, or I'm fucked. I'm a dead man walking. I made a bad fucking deal on some races, and now I'm fucked unless 25 people sign up for CBS Now and use my referral code and watch The fucking Mentalist. You think I wanted this? You think I want to tell people to watch The Mentalist?
Knowing you? Yeah, kind of.
It's a great television show. Everyone should watch it. CBS Now. Just get a fucking... It's free, okay?
See, this is one of the situations where I wish we still had a live action podcast, because the CBS executive with the gun to Tyler's head is very funny, prop humor at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you could call it prop humor, but there's literally an exec standing behind him about to fucking cold cock him. So
yeah, no, that is.
I don't know if I'd like you goofing on my buddy like that who's being held hostage. But look, he made a shit deal. He's got to learn from it.
This is true. That is a real ass Colt 45 too.
Yeah,
I'm a dead man walking. Unless everyone starts watching The Mentalist. I got a little Wile E. Coyote sign that just says "Help." And there's a CBS executive with a fucking gun in my house.
Well, luckily, Tyler, I have a great way for you to make some money.
Actually?
Yeah. Are you ready to play a hot new game that I've invented for the lot of you?
What is this game, Tori?
So first I want to say that this game was heavily inspired by a comment left from a listener of this show named Proppin. I took it and I ran with it and I made it my own kind of thing. Let me explain to you how this new game is going to work. I have 2 spinning wheels. One spinning wheel will have a genre. The other spinning wheel will have a title. The goal of this is that based on those, you have to tell me a story that you're making up on the spot. Now, there could be some pitfalls you fall into along the way. There could be, there's a lot of room for error. And keep in mind, in this case, I am an executive at a movie studio. So I'm allowed to give you studio notes at any point throughout the story, in which case you must go with them or risk your funding.
Okay, so this is on the fly TV
movie edition.
Yeah,
this is on the fly. It's similar to that, except for my game is called Spin Me a Tale.
Fuck, that's a way better name.
That's really good.
That's a way fucking better name. Fuck.
We're ready to start? This is not... So when one contestant is going and giving their pitch to the movie executive, the other one cannot cut in. This is not a collaborative thing. This is a collaboration between me and the player, okay?
Do we have to set a timer for when we're going?
No. Tay, do you want heads or tails?
I will take tails.
Flip a coin.
You motherfucker. Just have a coin.
Why would I have a fucking coin? That dirty ass change gonna give me that COVID shit? I don't think so. Okay, Tyler, you are up first. Let's first spin for your genre.
Okay.
Tyler, your genre is action.
Okay.
Let's spin for a title, shall we?
Okay, so I get no control of this right now.
You no control of this. Oh, this is a good pairing. Your genre is action. Your title is hunted.
Okay, where are you getting these titles from?
I made custom spinning wheels.
Very nice. Very nice.
So they're all from my head.
Okay, so everyone make sure that, again, you buy pod decks at the end of this episode so we can get the show off the ground and get a visual aspect to it, fully fund it, whole 9 yards. Okay. How do you start talking to a movie executive? Is there like a special like greeting or like, is there like a...
You could just introduce
Not
yourself.
The Weinstein way. I don't want to do the
Tori.
like hand job. Like, is there like a way we can kind of bypass that?
Foot job?
Nope.
Okay. Well, you just shake my hand then. I'm Tori. It's nice to meet you. My name is Tori MGM.
My name is Mr. Movie, and you're about to be stunned by what I have for you today.
I'd love to hear what you got for me. I cleared my day for you.
I don't need the whole day. Maybe just listen to me for like a couple minutes, and then, from there we can work on that. Okay. So the title is called Hunted. Okay. And this is kind of going to be a play on the new like Aliens and Predators movies with the renewed interest in the Predators. We want to really ramp up that full franchise and and give it a different name, but not Aliens versus Predators, because everyone hated that one. Okay. Everyone's thought that sucked. So we got to get away from that title.
That was my favorite one in the series.
It was not. You're lying. It was not. You don't have to lie to me like that.
It absolutely was.
You're a fucking liar, and I don't believe you. Anywho.
You're off on a bad foot there, Tyler, Mr. Movies.
Yeah, they don't call me Mr. Movies for nothing, okay? How would you like to see Jackie Chan back in a major motion picture, okay?
Yep.
Fuck. And how about we put Mr. Jackie Chan opposite Chris Tucker again? Now, I know what you're
Studio
thinking.
note here, Chris Tucker is kind of on the downslide right now. I want you to replace him with Chris Pratt.
Do I have to do Chris Pratt? He gets everything. Can I pick another Chris?
Chris Pratt will be in this movie.
Can we animate him?
Tyler.
Now that's fun right there. Can we make can this be the Garfield movie? This is actually okay. Studio note from me.
No, that's not how this works. Not how this works.
It's still called Hunted.
Not how this works. Not how it works. When I give you a studio note, you must take what I say and go with it.
Okay.
So Chris Tucker out, Chris Pratt in.
Chris Pratt in. We call it Hunted. It's a Garfield movie, okay, with Chris Pratt. We can turn him into Garfield. We could do something. Like, it's no longer Alien versus Predator. It's Garfield versus Predator. And we call it Hunted still. And the Predators drop on Earth, and they are looking for the strongest being to kill. And lo and behold, John is on vacation this week. And they're getting some big, strong power levels from that house. They break in. They see this fat orange cat. And they're like, that can't possibly be the strongest creature on this planet. But then Garfield, with one giant whooshing motion, slaps his big fat tail just packed. You see like big chunks, like big squares of lasagna in the tail. Like that's where it's been going, is to fill the tail like a weapon. And he beats the predator over the head with it. And the predator like flies through the window. And then Garfield is setting up various tricks and traps throughout the house when the predator keeps trying to get in. And
studio note, you kind of Home Aloned me on that one. And
yeah.
I was kind of liking it, but I don't think that that's necessarily where we go. A lot of people really liked Kong Skull Island. So let's see. What do we do if we, maybe turned Garfield into a kaiju? That seems hot right now.
Yeah. So what we can do is John went on vacation. The plane went down. John is dead. Everyone on that plane was dead. Garfield finds himself on a remote island of sorts with, he's seeing different paintings, etchings, like lots of mysterious things left over from an ancient civilization that was previously on this remote island. There is a sacred lasagna of sorts is what we'll call it. And then Chris Pratt goes, looks pretty good. And then he goes and eats this very moldy, old food item because he's so hungry, which bigifies him. It bigifies him and turns him into...
Wait, it bigifies Chris Pratt?
Chris Pratt as Garfield.
I guess I missed that from the beginning.
Yeah, you said enter Chris Pratt. You said studio
Well,
note.
I'm sorry. We went really quickly from it's a buddy action film but with Jackie Chan and Chris Pratt to I'm wiping everything and Chris Pratt is Garfield now.
What's big right now? Sonic the Hedgehog movie, okay? Where there's an animated sidekick. Everyone wants an animated sidekick. So the only person who survived the plane crash opposite Garfield was Jackie Chan. And once Garfield turns into a kaiju, they fight each other until they realize the bigger threat is the predator. And it's kind of like a big symbolism for the real enemy in our life. It's not rich or poor. It's us versus the British is the big metaphor.
Sure.
At the end of the movie. The predators are now British also. Like when they growl, they kind of growl with a British accent. They're like, growl. It sounds really stupid.
They're running after Garfield. Just, oi, oi.
And then there's a scene where they're like camping out and like eating food and it's just cans of beans.
Jackie Chan rides on Garfield's shoulders the entire movie.
Yes.
And kind of controls him like a Remy the Rat situation from Ratatouille.
He Ratatouille's the fuck out of him. Yeah, he does.
He Ratatouille's Garfield.
Yes.
And we do have, it's an action film. Action films need comedies, though. It's the Marvel setup. Everything needs to be a comedy now. So they do have like a fun interaction where Jackie Chan is, while piloting the kaiju, otherwise known as Garfield, Jackie Chan has like a fun moment where they do start like cooking something. And he's like, what is this? Or Garfield is like, what am I? Some kind of ratatouille? Do you like that?
Studio note, how about he says the title of our film? What are we, some kind of hunter? There we go. That's got franchise potential now.
Yeah. There's more than one British person. So there's like
exactly.
We could do a movie for each encounter that Kaiju Garfield Chris Pratt has.
Yeah, nature got mum, but there's plenty of others to take down. All right, you know what? After our great collaboration, I like that. You think you can get the film made for $15 million?
I can do it with 5.
Okay?
Can it be fully animated?
No.
You're going to do a fully animated movie on $5 million? Okie dokie.
Yeah, I'm outsourcing the labor.
Yeah, you're going to Life of Pi the VFX team.
Yeah, I'm just going to say I went bankrupt. Whoops, no one gets paid.
Whoopsie.
Is there like a score rating? You did say I could make money from that.
Yeah, $5 million. You talked yourself out of a bunch of points.
Okay. I didn't know that was the point system. I thought maybe we were just kind of wiping my debt with CBS.
That's the way you're gonna fucking score, is you're gonna give us a score out of 15 or whatever millions that you would budget it. And Tyler just talked himself down.
You're pitching for funding right now. That's your point, is how much funding are you gonna get to get this made?
Oh my God, Tyler, you fucking idiot.
Tay?
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Are you ready to spin me a tale?
I would love to spin you a tale, Mr. Movie MGM Tory person.
All right, Tay, let's get you a genre.
Please do.
All right, you got comedy is your genre, Tay.
Perfect.
Let's get a title.
I have to know really quick, is it just comedy, or did you also have romantic comedy as a separate option?
Nope, it's just comedy.
Perfect. Okay, so I can make it a rom-com if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm. Let's get you a title. So this is one, you can go ahead and note the inspiration for this title. Your movie is going to be called David and the Humongous Fucking Pineapple. So you're making a comedy movie called David and the Humongous Fucking Pineapple.
All right. First things first, we get Tim Burton. And we get the stop motion team that did James the Giant Peach, and this is just a full parody movie. And we're gonna take a bunch of different like childhood stories, probably all Roald Dahl stories, and make it kind of like a disaster movie or scary movie kind of spoof of those movies. So it'll start out. I'm sorry, could I get the name again one more time?
David and the Humongous Fucking Pineapple.
So
I'm loving how you're going to bring the romance into this.
I didn't say I was going to. So we're going to start off with David waking up one day in his abusive household. And it's like over the top abusive. Like dad is wearing wife beaters, just constantly slinging back the Jack Daniels, just comically way too over the top.
Yeah, all that
right?
funny stuff.
And then one day he's gonna find a pineapple in the trash, and he's gonna be like, "Why'd you throw this out, Dad?" And his dad's gonna be like, "Fucking stupid ass, fucking fruit." David's gonna be like, "Oh, okay, cool." He's gonna take it, chop the top off of it, and plant it in the ground, because that's how you grow pineapple trees.
Let me stop you for a second there, Tay. Who's playing the father?
The father would be played by Mel Gibson.
That works.
Perfect. No notes. Perfect.
No notes on that one.
Okay, so
can I ask something for clarification? With the stop motion, is it real Mel Gibson or is it like a claymation Mel Gibson? Like, or is it real ass Mel Gibson while everything else is stop motion?
Yeah, yeah, you got it. It's real ass Mel Gibson with everything else stop motion.
Physically dominant Mel Gibson.
So just as I've made plenty of movies in my day, and I just know that logistically how we're going to have to do that is that we're going to have to do all the stop motion sets and stuff like that, and then we're going to have to bring Mel Gibson onto a blue screen stage and try and match lighting and go ahead and fit him in, but that doesn't always look great. So, but I like it. I think we're going to go with it.
I think since this is a spoof movie, we don't have to nail every detail, but
yeah, maybe we feather the edges a little extra just so it looks bad.
Yeah, of course.
Perfect.
So in this dream sequence, David and his grandpapa win silver tickets to the soda factory run by Jilly Jonka, Jonka Soda. And they go to this factory and go on a whimsical mini adventure touring all the different kinds of sodas. And a bunch of kids get brutally murdered. And we get to the last one. And Jilly Jonka's like, "You just don't get it. Like, I can't just give this factory to anybody. I have to give it to someone who's passionate about soda." And David's like, "Well, I am passionate about soda. I've just made a few mistakes along the way." And he inherits the soda factory. But it's a brutal, crushing reality. In the first week, he is in the red. All the investors have pulled out because there's no namesake for the company anymore. And he's struggling to make ends meet for this company. He has to lay off all the Groompa Bloompas. And he wakes up in a cold sweat, looks outside. Is that the pineapple I fucking planted last night? He's going to rush outside to his dad Mel Gibson, staring up into the sky of a giant pineapple tree and just a ginormous, like, space shuttle size pineapple hanging from one of the branches.
Studio note, before we continue into the pineapple, let's take a walk back to when he inherits the soda factory.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, what if there's it's not a dream sequence anymore? It's real now. What if the soda factory has a curse and Jilly Jonka has had this curse eating away, transforming, turning his body, and the only way to get rid of it is that he has to give it to someone else who accepts it willingly. They must accept the curse. He doesn't have to explicitly tell them.
Does Jilly Jonka have herpes? Is that herpes that Jilly Jonka has?
I told you to get out of my studio. You already had your pitch. Get out.
Okay. I'm just questioning whether or not, Jilly Jonka's handing out STDs in his factory. But okay, I'm bye-bye.
Please continue. I'm sorry about that. Very disrespectful of him.
So we get back to the pineapple, right? Gigantic space shuttle-sized pineapple in the front yard now. Drunken Mel Gibson just walks back inside thinking he's just smashed out of his mind and passes out on the couch or whatever. I'm kind of done with him at this point in the movie. And David climbs up this tree and latches onto the pineapple and notices a hole in the side of it. And he climbs in, and keeping on the Dahl train, we can make the inside of a pineapple an orphanage. And there's this one orphan. Yep, this one orphan named Delilah. And she's got, like, mind powers, and she can move shit around with her mind. And it becomes like a mini jailbreak story for David to get Delilah out of this giant fucking pineapple. Mm-hmm. And it kind of turns into like a Shawshank Redemption kind of thing.
Sure.
Oh, God, I'm losing it.
The real question is, how do we land this plane now? Because I'm liking what you're saying.
Right. So they get out of this pineapple, right? And
the humongous fucking pineapple.
And as they're parachuting away, yes, they found a parachute and are parachuting to the ground. David's going to throw on a pair of sunglasses carrying Delilah and go, that was fuck.
That was epic.
That was epic to the max. He's gonna throw a grenade into the pineapple and blow it into smithereens so that there is no more pineapple orphanage. And he's gonna float down to the ground, stand Delilah up, and she's gonna be like, "Do you want to live together and kick your dad out because he's stupid and abusive, and I don't know how he is because I've been in the pineapple the whole time?" And Dave's going to be like, babe, you bet. And he's going to sweep her off the feet, and it's going to go into a wedding sequence, and they get married. And that's the end of the movie. Happy montage of marriage with 2 kids.
That's not funny. How do we got to end this comedy, all right? They can get married. That's fine. Is there going to be a fun dance sequence?
Oh, of course.
Perhaps maybe some type of maybe he does flub that last line. Maybe he's like, trying to say the cool thing before the explosion, and then Mel Gibson comes in swinging and punches him right in the face.
One of the things that I forgot to mention, that Jilly Jonka is played by Post Malone.
Yeah, he is.
At the end of the movie, Post Malone as Jilly Jonka comes in to play the wedding. So that's where the dance sequence comes in. He plays Congratulations, and there's this fun little dance sequence to it.
I like that. The curse is broken when he finds true love. Jilly Jonka is freed. Everyone is freed. Post Malone plays. I love that.
You got it.
I love that.
You got it, sir.
You think you can get that made for $25 million?
That's a good starting point.
I've been in this situation before. You're really going to want to lowball him, okay? You're really going to want to lowball him. Say you can do it for like 2.
What can your vision be made for? Be real with me. I've been in the industry a long time.
That's pretty close to what I was going to ask. I was going to ask for 30.
You got to afford Post Malone.
Yeah. Post Malone's going to be a huge
and Mel
part
Gibson.
Of the budget.
That's a big get.
Well, we're actually just gonna have a stunt double play Mel Gibson, and then we're gonna record his lines over Zoom. Just ADR him in.
I feel like you can get 45 if you get the real Mel Gibson and make sure no one improves the Zoom audio quality in which he records his lines in even the slightest fucking bit. Like it's phasing in and out all the fucking time.
The green screen is literally just like the effect that you can do on Zoom. It's not like real green screen. It's just a cutout effect.
It's just Mel Gibson's upper body.
You forgot that this is all against the stop motion background.
Yeah. When there's like the shot of like the pineapple and then it like reverses with like a down angle at him to show how small he looks and it's just him holding his laptop up.
It's a very physically demanding role.
It's one of his toughest roles that he's ever done. Now that was great, but you guys both have this special energy to you that I really like, the storytelling, and I like the collaboration. I'm wondering if I could perhaps have you two sit in together and maybe pitch me a story that you co-direct.
Okay. Sure, we can do that. Are you going to roll us some new topics?
Yep.
Keep in mind, I hate her fucking guts. Okay?
I've never met this man before in my life.
Yeah, he kept interrupting you. I'm very sorry about that.
Mr. Moody.
I almost think that this guy might be transphobic.
So, for the collaborated film, both of your genre is Western.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. You're making a Western movie and the title is Wrong Place, Right Time.
I think we should go with the classic Western story of new sheriff in town. That's always a good idea. And the whole title kind of brings this air of like, he's in just a really fucked up town. Like there's a huge conspiracy.
You wouldn't believe how fucked up this town is.
There's like
this town is so fucked up. Yeah, there's a huge coyote in it. It is fucking gnarly.
And he's wily.
And that coyote is wily as hell. And all of the other sheriffs have never been able to catch this wily coyote, okay? Like they are struggling. The last sheriff got a fucking bomb that blew up his house. Mm-hmm. Like a big circular bomb blew up the last sheriff.
With the word bomb just on the side of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got our new sheriff in town.
Mm-hmm.
Tay, who plays our new sheriff?
Our new sheriff will be played by...
Oh, let's make it progressive. Let's make it really progressive. So, like, we get some extra media hype with this one, and then all the fucking internet nerds hate it. Let's get, like, Lupita Nyong'o as the new sheriff.
Okay.
Studio note, has to be a white dude.
Fuck!
I'm kidding. Go with whoever you want.
Okay, how about Jamie Clayton? She is a trans actor.
No one fucking knows who that is.
She played Nomi in Sense8, you motherfucker.
What?
The animated movie?
No, Sense8 is a film by the fucking Matrix duo. It's a really
The Wachowskis?
Yeah, it's a really long Netflix web series. A really long Netflix series. It's really good about people who
no
share
one has seen that. We gotta do something different. No one has fucking seen that.
I just really like her. She's cool.
New sheriff is played by, fuck it, let's say we did a diversity cast and just make it Scarlett Johansson. And then we just like fucking CGI her somehow.
Okay, I'm down.
We make her disabled.
What do you mean by CGI her?
Don't say we make her disabled. That's fucked up.
We like make her like disabled in post, and we're like, look at the good we did, and everyone's like, that's kind of fucked up. There are disabled actors, and we're like, yeah, but we put a funny cast on Scarlett Johansson, and we try and tout ourselves as like we.
Oh, she broke her arm, did she?
Yeah. It's we're already starting the fucking disaster that this movie's pre-production is going to be. So we get extra hype, so more people see it in theaters. Like what they're doing with Don't Worry, Darling, where like they released the one clip of Harry's really bad acting, so more people want to see it.
Sure.
Okay. You know, like when Harry goes like, and don't you go messing this up.
I don't know that.
No idea what you're talking about.
It's really bad. You got to see it. It's really funny watching Harry Styles act bad.
All right. It looks like Harry Styles is going to be your new sheriff.
Cool.
Look, it worked for that movie. It's going to work for our movie.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Harry Styles is your sheriff. Judge Hammer.
Who's the guy that he spit on?
Chris Pine.
Let's make him the deputy.
I love that because Chris Pine's just hot. We need more Chris Pine just being fucking hot in movies. Imagine how good that fucker's going to look in a cowboy hat. So fucking good. Can our Western movie, like, would you consider, asking the studio here, since the studio knows best, would you consider Brokeback Mountain a Western movie?
I would.
Perfect. We open a full erotic scene between Harry Styles and Chris Pine.
You got to grab
He's
the
spitting
audience.
all over him.
There's so much fucking spit and sweat in this. They're in a tent, okay? It's like, like deer skin, like tent. So it's absorbing all of the smells. Like, we want to make sure the audience feels the mustiness that is in that fucking tent. The moisture is palpable. This is a 4D movie.
I was going to say, yeah.
So we're spraying the audience.
Yeah, with sweat.
Every time Harry Styles spits in the movie, the 4D experience spritzes water on the back of your neck.
Well, this is only in the IMAX cut, so you have to go pay premium for the 4D version.
You only get the 4D version. Fuck it. We're not selling cheap tickets to this experience. That's how we can justify it. We can say no. This is an experience like Avatar. You can't just see it in 2D. You legally have to see it in 4D.
Okay. If you can give me a good enough pitch, I'll greenlight that.
Is the spit not a good enough pitch? Every time Harry Styles spits or sweats, you get wet?
It's about getting asses in seats, all right? And if it's a limited run, if you're excluding people, you're gatekeeping it.
True.
No, but think of the stands, the Harry stands that will show up in drives to feel like Harry spit on them.
They are about the same level as K-pop stands, so this is a good point.
You will get butts in seats, guaranteed.
But only a certain amount. You have to, look, I know the business, all right? Are you questioning me? It's about asses and seats. It's not about art, okay?
Right. We're focusing way too much on the minutia here of this movie.
Yeah, you're focusing too much on, you haven't told me anything about this story yet.
Right. So there's the Wile E. Coyote.
Once again, I would like to request that this be partially animated. Wile E. Coyote is partially animated.
Denied. Stop requesting that things be partially animated.
Tyler.
This is a fully live action film.
Excuse me, MGM person. I'm gonna bring my associate aside here really quick.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Tyler, you're fucking this up for us, my guy. Come on. This is our vision. We need to make this movie.
We all loved James Marsden in Sonic.
Of course we all love James Marsden and Sonic. That's not this movie. We need to do better, okay? Just fucking roll with it, all right?
Okay.
All right, Mr. MGM. So there's the Wile E. Coyote terrorizing the town, the wrong place, if you will. And the townsfolk are falling left and right to the japes of this Wile E. Coyote.
The tricks and traps. He's so fucking devious. You wouldn't believe how wily and devious this coyote is. He killed an entire train of people because there was he put up a billboard cave and then he painted it so it looked like it was something, but it was just rock right behind it. Whole train dead. Imagine the strife that a sheriff has to deal with in that town when half of them got wiped out in one terrible accident like that.
It's a good enemy builder. Look, if you're looking at the history of screenwriting and everyone's read Save the Cat, you know that if you want a hero, you have them, proverbially that was the correct saying of that.
Pervertedly. They have to pervertedly.
You have them pervertedly, quote unquote, save the cat so that they're immediately a likable, connectable character. On the other hand of that, if you want to have an enemy, you have them do vehicular manslaughter very quickly.
Of course.
Old-timey vehicular manslaughter. So it's slow and it's explosive,
and there's no medical attention at all.
None whatsoever.
None. So we hang out on that desert shot and we see someone an old woman clawing away from the scene of this terrible train accident. And then the Wile E. Coyote, this big fucking coyote, just steps on her like she's nothing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's our oh, I fucking hate that guy.
Yeah.
So as the movie goes on, you find out that the entire town is in like a protection racket with the Wile E. Coyote. And the coyote has been acting as this kind of like vigilante slash, what's the term I'm looking for? Just like the evil ruler kind of thing of this town, right?
Mm-hmm. Kind of the shadow ruler?
Yeah, sort of. So everyone keeps paying their dues to this Wile E. Coyote. And that's why they brought in Harry Styles as this new sheriff to see if they can possibly do anything about this Wile E. Coyote, because this is the third sheriff that they've tried with this, and the Wile E. Coyote's gotten all of them. And we follow the plight of Harry Styles trying not to fall for these classic japes like painted hole in mountainside and funny stick of TNT as cigar.
Yeah. It's hard to avoid those.
Chris Pine also wears like overalls that are just like a bit too short. So he looks a little bit goofy. And he kind of talks like, "Oh boy, Sheriff, what are we gonna do?" And he like spins his hat around. And he's a very jovial character. But we have in Act 2, Harry struggling like
with alcoholism.
He was unable.
Studio note: he's struggling with alcoholism.
I mean, it's like the 1800s. Like, there's only two things to do: survive and drink alcohol. Everyone was an alcoholic.
3 things: survive, drink, and fuck. So,
yes.
He's unable to save some of the townsfolk because he and Chris Pine, once again, were just sweaty, erotic sex scene, okay? Like, we're doing the 50 Shades thing where we can't, like, actually show nudity because we need to get, obviously, more butts in seats. Mm-hmm. But we're kind of doing, like, the implied. Like, we can show Chris Pine's, like, left ass cheek a little bit.
Yeah, and that'll be the last sex scene of the movie.
Not at all. The third act ends with one big fucking, like, full-ass sex scene. But at this time, you know, like, this is our right time aspect. He found love in this town. The town is the wrong place, though. And, like, after they're making love and, like, he can't get to it and he comes back, hat hanging low, and he's like, "Deputy, will God punish us for what we've done today?" And Chris Pine says, "Well, I don't know, Sheriff. That seems like a big old question for me. Me, big sexy deputy.
Maybe we should go talk to the town preacher.
Maybe we should suck and fuck each other more."
And studio note. In the second act, as they're trying to kind of figure out what this relationship means, I think they do go to the town preacher, and I think the town preacher is played by
Mel Gibson.
Nope. Who's the dude who played Moriarty in Sherlock?
Yeah.
Scott
Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim.
So you're saying the preacher
is
you know what? Fuck it.
It's Michael Cera.
The preacher is Michael Cera, and he's Russian.
Okay. They go to the preacher and they ask, you know, for forgiveness for what they've done. Like, they were committing sins of the flesh, and also weren't able to save the town because of that, and their guilt they're grappling with. Well, I guess
he's Russian.
We still have. Oh, well, I guess you still have maybe this Wile E. Coyote to deal with, you know. So maybe you deal with the coyote first, and then maybe we all can suck and fuck after.
Just throw vodka in there
and have vodka party. Maybe we do that. Because it kind of sucks to live in this town right now, you know? Okay?
And it doesn't. It kind of sucks, and it doesn't fuck.
It kind of sucks, and it doesn't fuck. So maybe we do that. You know, you guys really found yourself in the wrong place at the right time.
Title drop.
All right. Well, I like that.
2/3 of the way through the movie, that's when the title card comes.
Fuck, that's how you know the movie's so fucking good.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. So yeah, title card. We have the title drop. Everything. It's beautiful. How do we roll into Act 3 to bring this to a nice landing?
I've got an idea. Draw, and the coyote draws first, shoots his gun. But what's this? A little sign that says "bang" rolls out of the gun. There's no actual bullet.
Yes.
And Harry Styles smirks and pulls the trigger.
And fucking ices him.
Yep. Ending the Wile E. Coyote's reign on this small town.
This terrible
and then
reign.
They all suck and fuck.
To the soundtrack of Through the Town of Our Freedom rode a stranger one fine day.
Big iron on his hip.
Big iron, big iron. And it is implied that the big iron is Chris
Harry
Pines.
Styles.
Chris Pines. Huge
Chris
cock.
Pines, huge cock. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know that song, so studio note. It's Party in the USA.
In a Western?
Yes.
All right, fine. You don't like studio note. It's I'm Blue by Eiffel 65.
Work that into a Western, dipshit.
I'm just wondering. Like,
You're fucking yourself with every word you say, all right?
Wanted butts in seats.
No, we can make it work. We can do Eiffel 65 in like a ragtime.
Can we have someone cover it?
It'll be like A Knight's Tale where they're doing like Queen, but it's all medieval stuff. Like,
yeah, can we have someone cover it? It doesn't have to be like actually.
Yeah, of course we're gonna contextualize it. I've been in the business a long time. That was a fucking dumb question.
Well, you fucking scared me. Okay.
Hey, Tyler, can you go get us some coffee? We'll figure out where we want to go with this meeting after the fact that you get us coffee right the fuck now.
I'll take a cocktail, actually.
Get him a cocktail. Go. I'll work out the budget. I'm better at this. You know that.
I'd feel more comfortable if I was in the room.
Okay, but can you shut the fuck up about it then?
The budget?
Yes.
We haven't talked about the budget yet.
I know. Shut the fuck up about it.
We're talking
Don't say a
about
word.
soundtrack. Well, this guy
So
sucks at soundtracks.
Are you not gonna? Excuse me? Sorry, are you saying that to my face?
Sir.
Who the fuck do you think you are? I'm about to give you your big fucking break. This is gonna be your shot that puts you into stardom, starts your fucking career, and you're gonna come in and say that I suck at what I do? Do you think all of these Oscars behind me are because I don't know what I'm talking about?
Tyler, there's 14 Oscars behind him. Come on.
Yeah, but everyone knows the Oscars are just voted by people who don't watch the movies.
No,
hey, listen,
don't
you
say that
stupid
out loud.
little
Don't say
boy.
it out loud.
Listen, you dumb child. Listen to me.
That's it.
You don't know any. I'm so fucking artistic. No, you're fucking not. You're stupid. You're not good at business. You're not good at story. You're not good at directing. Okay? I'm going to give you a shot. I'm trying to help you make something that isn't dog shit. And you're not listening to me. You're not taking my notes. You're not respecting that I know what I'm talking about. You're just running your big fucking mouth thinking that you're a big shot. So you know what? You're off the fucking project. You're fired. Get out of here.
Fine. I'll make it with another studio, and you're never going to recoup the losses that Chris Pine and Sheriff Harry Styles in a 4D experience.
My lawyers will literally end your life. Tay, I like what you got.
Thank you.
I'll give you $150 million to make this.
Oh my God. Thank you. We will definitely put it to good use. A Western on that kind of a budget is going to be insane.
Done. The deal is inked.
You know what else should be done? This fucking podcast. Thank you so much for listening to our show. Go ahead and leave a favorite,
Mel
comment.
Gibson plays the coyote.
Shut the fuck up!
Get out!
We're already 15 fucking minutes over. All right, so leave us a favorite, comment, and or review. Really helps the show out, gets us into curated lists, helps us get into the ears of all of your friends. Go ahead and join our Discord group as well. You can find that in the description of wherever you're listening to this. We take comments and suggestions from there all the time, so if you want a direct line to our consciousness, that's a good way to do it.
You can also go over to youtube.com/shapelessmedia, where you're going to find hundreds and hundreds of videos, including this podcast, where, you're going to find something you like. So if you want more of this back and forth, well, you better go check out that YouTube channel.
Close up. You at your computer. Cans of Mountain Dew everywhere in this fucking room. Dirty ass socks. This is one of the most miserable, dark rooms we've ever seen in our lives. You pondering to yourself, how do I make a name for myself? How do I get friends? How do I do something with my life? Me reaching out of your computer in a business suit saying, do you want to start your very own podcast? Well, boy, have I got a product for you. It's called Poddex. And if you go to poddex.com right now and put in code SWORDWATCH, you'll get 10% off your first order. Poddex, what are they? They're going to help you make friends, be a better podcaster, get your own podcast off the ground, give you topics. Boy, they're going to fix your whole life. They're going to clean that desk full of Mountain Dew cans. And if you order right now with code SWORDWATCH, you'll get 10% off your first order. And you'll get buff. It'll make you buffer. Poddex, they'll make you buffer.
Y'all ready for the Pod Deck last laugh?
Sure am.
What is the best Oh, fuck, Nathan, not right now. What's the best inside joke you've been a part of?
What a fucking callback. Oh my God.
I mean, I don't know if it's like it's the longest running inside joke I've ever been a part of, where Tay and I get on a phone call with Tori every Tuesday and we like try and make them feel good. I don't know if it's the best one.
You don't even make me feel good. You're verbally abusive.
Like Mel Gibson.